If you want to be a travel content creator, this video is for you. And in this video, I'll essentially share with you what I learned last year because it was my first year traveling full time and it was so dope and I loved it so much, but I also burned out hardcore at the end of the year because everything that I'm about to share with you, I didn't know and I learned. And instead of you having to learn it and essentially recover from something that you love doing, I'd rather just help you through the process and give you the information up front. And if you're willing to take it, essentially bypass the lessons and the challenges that I went through so that you can just continue to have fun and travel more. So let's get started. Number one, well, let's just even recap real quick on what happened last year. Is essentially in March, I started traveling internationally, went to Guatemala for clients. Then I was essentially gone 1 week out of every month, whether it be in the States or in another country. And then at the very end of the year, I was gone for an entire month. And then I came back and was like, whoa, what happened? And I swear to God, I was so burnt out. And I was like, what went wrong or what could I have done better? And the first thing that I think I could have done better that I've really been focused on this year, and I'm testing it here on this first trip in Dallas that we're shooting a TV show for, is having a daily schedule and following it, even when I'm traveling and even when I'm home. And I think this is so key to essentially allowing your body to like when you travel, it's already starting to guess, like your environment's different, your schedule is going to be different, the food you eat and the people around you are going to be different. But essentially by having a daily routine that you do at home and when you travel, your subconscious or the part of your brain that's on like autopilot, it's going to feel more at home. It's going to be less stressed because when it's all over the place, your brain's essentially trying to find a pattern that it recognizes, which stresses it out. But when you have a daily schedule, at least it gives your body or your subconscious some kind of grounding to stick to of like, for instance, like I do very basic stuff. Like I'll wake up, I'll put my feet on the earth, I'll take a shower, I'll meditate, I'll eat breakfast, and then typically it's time to go shoot. Or at home, then it's time to like start working on stuff, or I shoot a YouTube video, like real simple. And then end of the night after I'm done working, and try to eat meals throughout the day too, like lunch and dinner definitely. And we'll get to the specifics of that, but then, come off the work or the job today. And then it's like, all right, what do I need to do? I need to take a shower. I need to read a book. I need to meditate and anything else. I think that's about it. I think that's been my schedule lately. So just really basic stuff, but at least my body knows like it's the wake up routine and then it's the wind down routine. And aside that, like, anything else that is important, like normally I do film these YouTube videos in the morning, but then today, like we had to get up early and shoot. So like I'm throwing this in later, but it's also kind of nice to do it at this time of the day. But my body might be a little confused from that, but it's like try to do as minimal things different because essentially like this could ramp up my energy, but I'm also like so exhausted. I'm like, yeah. So number two would be nutrition. Nutrition is so key. And last year I found myself eating out and eating like trash, especially when I had per diems. I'd be like, let's go eat fast food and, drink a bunch of beer. And it was just super unhealthy. And I was like, and it's so easy to fall into that trap, I think, because like you're tired, you want something fast and easy. Like you don't want to spend money because when you eat out and it's good food, like it costs a lot of money. And if you're constantly eating out for like weeks or months, like you get the gist. But and even most recently, I've been doing this dopamine detox, and I've seen how much better I feel from eating healthier food than eating processed foods. And even on one of the days, we ate at a Brahms, which is a burger joint, and I'd been eating healthy, and I freaking ate Brahms, and I swear to God, after eating it, I felt like dopamine high because processed food is like the perfect balance of pretty much sugar, fats, oils, and salts that are a cheap hit of dopamine. And I swear to God, I was like just like on a dopamine buzz, and then later that night, I felt like I was withdrawing, and I'm like, like I felt like I was literally withdrawing from nicotine or something. I was like, what's going on? And then yesterday, I was like hungry in the morning and ate a freaking donut. And then last night was like literally like the most massive withdrawal I've ever had. I think I was coming down off of sugar because I haven't had a whole lot of processed sugar in the last 3 weeks. But anyway, like just to amplify that story, like nutrition is so important because essentially if you're eating a bunch of processed foods, like you're not giving your body proper fuel. You're also stressing it out more. If we haven't hit stress enough in this video, it's like your body's being stressed because processed food is actually absolutely terrible for you. And you need to give yourself good fuel, like eat a bunch of fruits, eat a bunch of vegetables, eat a bunch of like proteins, like drink a lot of water. Try not to slam a bunch of like caffeine because like I said, your body's going to be stressed out. And if you're giving it more stuff that stresses it out, like you're going to be in a hyper cortisol state, which might feel great, but you got to come down at some time. And when you come down, it's going to feel absolutely terrible. And you're going to be like, what's going on? And then it's like just your body is like rebounding from stress and having so much cortisol dumped. So just simply eat healthy, make good food decisions. Not only will it give you more energy, but you'll feel better and you'll have an easier transition coming back on both ends. Which leads us to the last tip. This one's actually the most important too. So if you guys made it this far, like, give me knuckles here. So what I learned from last year that I'm definitely implementing this year is taking a day off on both ends of travel. So for instance, we left here on Thursday. So Wednesday, I essentially did the most minimum stuff, like literally like filmed the YouTube video and was like, that's it for the day. And then essentially we'll be here until Monday morning, then we'll leave. So I'll get back like Monday evening, and then Tuesday I'll take the entire day off besides filming a YouTube video as part of my 75-day commitment. But besides that, like everything is being taken off because essentially what I learned is like, and I might be more sensitive to this, but I need a day to ground on both ends to essentially allow me to like recover, because number one, I needed to rest before traveling, because these shoots are a lot that we're doing, like, 3 days worth of shooting and then travel on both ends is a lot. It's like a full-time job. And then when I get home, I think it's also important just to take a day off, just like ground, let your mind, let your body rest, like allow it to understand that you are back home, and allow it to understand like the safety, security, like the quiet. Like your home is your home for a reason, but allowing your body just like sense that and understand it instead of like jumping right back in the routine, because essentially for me that left me I'd say ungrounded, like disconnected, and I was kind of like in this vortex of like, what am I doing? What should I do next? Or like just like it felt lost. And essentially the simplest way to like solve that is just like take a day off on both ends. Like allow yourself to take a day off. And if you have a hard time taking a day off, make it your job to take a day off, because it'll benefit you. It'll give you a lot of benefit, and I think it allows you just like that grounding, that connecting back, just like reset, so that you're not just like continuing the stress of traveling. And because like, even though, like I said in this video, I love traveling and it's fun, it just stresses out the body. And it's like, even watching Sam Colder, he did a video on burnout on this, and it was incredible to see somebody like him even like say like, I love the lifestyle, it's dope, it's epic, I never wanted to stop, but burnout happens, and it happens. And the best way to keep from burning out is to make sure you have a schedule, make sure you have good nutrition, and allow yourself to take days off on both ends of your travel, just to reset, to ground, to allow yourself to reconnect back to your normal life. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day. Peace out.